I was injured significantly and came back stronger. I would say it was in the Final Four playing Duke. Rolled my ankle and I had a day to recover. And I mean, it was a pretty bad sprain, but luckily through the trainers and hard work around the clock, literally probably 16 of the 24 hours of that day, it was me trying to recover to get back in that day because it was so much swelling and inflammation in my ankle. But I got a chance to get back and we had an opportunity with a minute left to win a national championship. Yes, I mean, when I'm trying to stay focused during the injury, using advice from my physical therapist has really been huge for me and staying positive during those times of injury because they've been around it and they've seen all types of injuries and have worked with people going through those problems. And I think it's just important getting a doctor or a physical therapist, someone you trust in those situations to help you physically, but also mentally too, because it's a huge battle overcoming injuries. I mean, it's tough for everyone. Having a physical therapist, a doctor that you trust, I think is really important for overcoming. Yes, my experience with OrthoVirginia has actually been amazing. I could remember after my sophomore year, well, after my freshman year in college, going there, just getting an MRI on my knee, and the staff there was super patient with me, and they gave me all of the information I needed on my knee, and I thought it was very helpful. Kind of some of the things that Dr. Reese and some of the other doctors over there told me in terms of rehabbing, it really helped me, and I haven't really had any nagging knee injury since. Yes, the typical day in the life for me as a college athlete definitely consists of doing a lot of schoolwork, but also grinding on the basketball court and trying to stay above and beyond in my recovery. So usually every morning I'll wake up, go lift weights, and then after that I'll get in the pool and do some recovery things. And then in between that, we'll usually have like 2 or 3 free hours. So either I'll have class, I'll do some studying. Then usually I like to get in the gym probably an hour or two before and kind of warm up, stretch, and do things like that, and then get some extra work in before practice. And then it's practice, and everyone knows how hard college practice can be. So that's definitely tough. And then after that, I usually recover with the trainers and do some type of recovery and then get a good meal all throughout the day. Repeat. It's the same schedule every day. Yes, hosting a camp for me is one of the biggest things I've ever done because it allowed me to give back to all the youth in my city. And that was huge for me growing up, going to those camps in Richmond, for example, the Ed Davis camp, or going to the Michael Robinson camp, and just seeing people that's from my city make it to the next level and do those big things. It was inspiring to me as a kid. So that's what's been huge about me for hosting a camp. Just even if I'm just inspiring one kid, but being able to be there and kind of let them experience those things and get to get different information from people and things like that, it's always been huge for me. What I would say to my younger self is just trust the process and don't get too greedy too early. I mean, growing up, I wasn't always great in basketball, and a lot of times I would see a lot of people doing a lot of great things, and I always wanted to be in that position. And sometimes I could have been a little bit impatient, but knowing what I know now, just trusting the process and staying patient and just working hard really and keeping my head down, I think that's the best advice I could have gave myself. Yes, the advice that I would give to younger kids that's trying to pursue a college athletic career, I would just say, first of all, take care of everything you can in the classroom and making sure that you're doing great and being a great student all around. Because I think with college coaches now are looking for kids that are also good in the community and not just on the court or on the field. And I think that's just been huge. But also just make sure you're working hard and doing everything. I think doing the little things and having great intangibles is what can lead to you being a good college athlete. Well, what's next for me is I want to win a Player of the Year in the whole college basketball, but I also want to win a national championship. So that's my goal.